Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode. Today we are taking a look at the brand new announcements that are on the Discord. Some of you don't have access to it because for some reason they've been really struggling. I mean, I don't think Discord have been helping them out to get access for more people, to increase the amount of people that can go in it. So I thought I'd do a video on the recent announcements that we've had. Obviously we had shields on Friday. We, not being me, because just the moment I was waiting all day, forgetting that it came out at a certain time, but I was checking, and then the moment that I went out to take my son to tennis, that's when they dropped, and I missed them. But family before crypto, it's got to be. So missed out on that. And apparently this Founder Shield is going to have a lot of really good traits, including the ability to, even if it's a 1-star, to be leveled up and taken to 5-star, which is killer. So recently, we've had some updates, some changes. The 10 times Forge should be working successfully now. They made up for lost time by Forges being 25% off, and Reforge bonus ×2 was activated. That's just finished now. I only got this 50 minutes ago. I only checked this, and I just got in some of mine. Raids and PvP both made great progress today and remain our highest priorities. More details on Founder's Shield incoming features are incoming. And Hellborn Executioner isn't going to go down with your starter 1 sword, so get preparing and forging for the onslaught. So yeah, we've got the Hellborns with a little teaser image that was leaked to us. Mysterious villains lurking in the shadows. Are these going to be raids, or are these going to be just standard, or are they going to be the quests? What are quests? Let's get into it. So we had few further updates going on from that, and the second one, just mentioned that today we have more details on Founder Shield features as well as future upgrades for your NFTs. So tab 1 is the upgrades. Players can complete quests. Every time they complete these, they can upgrade and pay dust, which can be getting from breaking down equipment. Quests will change at every level, and the requirement of dust will increase every time you level up the shield. Tier upgrade. Once the upgrade has reached level 10, it can break through at the cost of skill. So this is kind of like the way your character levels up once it gets to 10, but obviously we don't spend skill. And this, with your equipment, you can spend skill to upgrade it and go beyond that. It becomes tier 2 shield with bonus stats. This will change the look of your shield to a more epic looking one, and following upgrades will continue at level 20 to boost the tier up to tier 3. Tab 2, this is something that I have mentioned in previous videos. I think is a very good way to kind of encourage people to spend skill for something that they want, and help with adding more skill back into the rewards. So this is the enchant feature where you can re-roll the stats to something that you want. So your fire, earth, water and electricity now can be re-rolled to potentially, you can get a one of your lesser good swords. So like, take this sword, it's pretty good, but I would rather change the fire stat because I'm going against water most of the time with this. If I could re-roll that soul stat, that would be awesome. There's no specifics on how this is going to work, so it could be complete luck in that if I've got 3 here, I'm probably not going to spend skill to re-roll it if it risks me losing all these stats. If I could say pick this stat power and re-roll it, I would re-roll. Also, if as you re-roll, I'd like to see that the power that it has change, so you can re-roll for the best, and therefore people who are really competing at the top level will be able to re-roll to try and get 400 400 400 for their stats with all matching element type. So I think that's a really great idea to have in the game. I'm glad to see it's been put into it. Tab 3, Prayer, and this is specifically for those who've got limited edition Templar's Will PvP shield. Players can spend souls. These are obtained when defeating a player in PvP, or naturally they can be bought in the skill shop. These will give you a chance to level up the quality of the shield from like 3 stars to 4 stars. Well, like 3 stars to 4 stars. This is completely RNG though. However, after attempting a specific amount of prayers, it will guarantee a level up. Additional information, we will be adding option to reskin your shields. this will also expand being able to change the look of your swords and characters, which is great going into PvP. It'd be nice to see that you can have a unique look when you're going against somebody. With the upcoming changes and upgradable features to the shields, we're also very happy to announce that we will be launching a sale next week with a set of new shields. Stay tuned for more information on this one with one of the upcoming announcements. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what the price of these is going to be, whether they go for less because it's not a Founder's Shield limited edition, whether they keep it at the same price of 5 skill, or whether they increase it because the demand for them, you've missed out on the initial one. Sometimes they go a higher price and things like this. I think they'll probably stay around the same at 5 skill, which is currently, I think it's, last time I looked, it was around, we've got quite a good boost in the price of skill today, going from 32, a low of 28, I think. Yeah, we're up to 38, so it's still going to cost you, still going to cost you a fair bit. Wow, we hit quite a big low a while back, 24. So it's still going to set you back $200, which is quite a lot, and you've really got to think about, and I would wait for, before purchasing a shield personally, I think, now it's not the limited edition one, is wait for PvP to come in to see how lucrative it actually is. Because if you're going up against people who are really good, it might not be that it might not be that you get that $200 back. And it'd be also interesting to see, potentially you can buy 5 skill, hold it, see where skill is actually priced in so many weeks' time. I don't know. It's a difficult one. It's really if you are intending to definitely play PvP. I mean, I think I'm set up fairly well for it, but I know there'll be people who have much better swords, and I am at a fairly high level, so I will be competing with people who have a setup similar to mine. That's why I'm thinking, like, do I just go for raids and still continue to do the daily battles? I'm thinking about profit now as well as playing the game, and I want to probably start looking to see some return of, I've had return of investment in this, but I would like to see some stable income from it, not that I'm just continuing to spend my skill on new things and the next thing and the next thing, and not really seeing anything back in return. Next up, then, we had a further update. That being said, I wish you all a very wonderful Sunday. Thank you. Introducing the Dust currency. So this is how Dust will work. For a while now, Dust has been teased alongside many other announcements, and it's finally coming. Dust is a brand new currency to Cryptoblades. It's not new, and it has a variety of uses, mainly in the form of reforging and upgrading your current weapons and equipment. To gain Dust, you will have to break down your old unused weapons. 1 to 3 star are going to give you lesser Dust, which is quite interesting. So they all give the same. I wonder if they give the same amounts of it. 4 stars will give you greater Dust, and last but not least, 5 stars is going to create powerful Dust. You're able to keep track of all the Dust you have obtained in a nice new UI, user inventory, inside the blacksmith. You'll have the option to reforge your weapons using Dust or weapons. Select all the Dust to max out your favorite weapon in a single reforge. Pick and choose exactly how much power you'd like to gain or upgrade 1 LB at a time. Now, I see why they've done this, so it's basically so you can 10 times reforge, or even beyond that. But how are you going to break down your weapons into the Dust? Because isn't that going to cost gas fees? Because if it costs gas fees, then you're actually doing 1 extra forge when you come to reforge it all, right? Unless it costs less gas to do it each time, which if it was like half the gas, it would be a much more efficient way of doing it. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works. What's it going to be? Upgrade your favorite weapon now, buy that fancy new 5 star you've had your Iron Wig, or just have that long awaited spring clean of your blacksmith. I went with a spring clean personally. I took advantage of the 2 times to put 2 4-star weapons into my Cursed Mithril longsword, because it is my best sword in terms of stat matchups. I thought I'd put it into that. And we have the 100 LB. We don't have the 100 LB on this one. Let me just check for you guys if this is, because sometimes I know the blacksmith event is due to end, but sometimes, oops, I don't want to forge, reforge. Sometimes they do go on for a little bit longer. And I'll try and release this video as quickly as possible so you can see whether it is still active. So I've just put it through on MetaMask. You won't be able to see that. Yeah, sometimes they leave it on a little bit longer and then they're like, right, switch it off, which they've done in the past. The word on this one is, and I've got a lot of 1 stars that I'd like to get rid of. Okay, it's still active, so it's probably still worth doing that. A tip for reforging is don't click one and then wait for it to go through, and then you can queue them up, so you can just keep clicking this, clicking confirm on your MetaMask, confirm reforge, and keep putting them through like that. That way you won't be waiting anywhere near as long and you'll be able to get through them in time. Right, I'm gonna stop this and put this video out as quickly as possible so you can get on that if there's still time. Okay, that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you have, please leave a like on the video. It always helps the channel out. Hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content. That's all from me. See you guys soon.